get it. I'm saying, like, as a man, I'm thinking, like,
that's how you look. You're working for somebody. You got a boss.
Like, if you a worker, I just feel like you a little bit of a dojo.
So a surgeon that works at a hospital.
You know what I mean?
If he's a world-class surgeon, but he works at a hospital, that's a worker.
That's different. He works at a corp. He don't work for one specific person.
This is garbage. Hey, welcome back, Motivation Nation. It's your host, Airgordon. Listen, this video, I got on the thinking cap, but I wish I had a completely different cap because we're going to have to turn down our intelligence to listen at this conversation. So let me let her get into this bonehead conversation, and y'all let me know what y'all think. But let's get off into this nonsense.
Okay. For the 20-year-old girls out there, the girls in their 20s, because it's not cute when you're in your 30s to be a side bitch, but like the girls in your 20s or whatever, yeah, you could get a lot of money.
Let me ask you this. If you had a choice, a side chick to a prominent athlete or a wife to a plumber? Plumbers make money,
that's really
too.
hard.
They're not broke. They
have being a shitter all day. Like, that's not cute.
So if he's making, you know how much they make a year?
Red flag alert. Red flag alert. I'm going to start putting the red flag right here because this is utter and complete nonsense. This is how far in the toilet society has gotten. And you know what I hate about this type of stuff? What I do not like is they prop these type of people up and they give these type of ladies a platform, and then they become a role model to some younger ladies who may not have the direction that they should have in their life, and they think that what this lady is saying actually makes sense. She would rather be a side chick to a prominent athlete than date a man who has a respectable job and a respectable career. Here, first and foremost, everybody can't be an athlete in a professional sport. I know you see professional athletes so much because they're always on television and on commercials. So it seems like it's a lot easier to be a professional athlete than it is, but it's really a lot more difficult. There's not that many people, active professional athletes in all sports, period. And there's not even that many that have been professional athletes that's walked this planet. So it's like people have unrealistic expectations and they want to be not respected, but then they want some man to come and respect them. So here you have a man with a respectable career, and you're just going to belittle his career because he's a plumber? Well, let me ask you a question, man. If your toilet gets clogged up, can you fix it? Or are you going to call this guy that you say allegedly has a silly job that you don't have any respect for? Yeah, you don't have respect for it until you need him to come and unclog your toilet. Clear out your lines in the front yard. You don't respect an electrician until your lights go off, or an HVAC man until it's hot in the summer or it's cold in the winter. But let me let this nonsense go on. I told y'all I needed a different hat. I just don't have it.
They're making money.
Some jobs is not attractive. Like, you want your bitch to be a cafeteria lady? No, yes, the job gotta be attractive.
Yes, I've been said this. Since on the Bronx, like you, blessed is how the Bronx girls live. That's why I posed the question. Your job gotta be more attractive than your salary.
It do gotta be attractive, especially if
what's
your salary
an attractive job? Doctor, lawyer, engineer, entrepreneur. Nah, that's boring. That's not attractive job.
No, I'm trying to say, you trying to talk about.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna try to get through this, but this is so low vibrational and so unintelligent of a conversation. It's very hard for me to get through something like this because we're gonna disrespect jobs that if they didn't exist and people didn't do those things, they couldn't even have a podcast and sit there and talk stupid like this. The stuff that they named, if these people didn't do that, these idiots couldn't sit here and talk like this. They wouldn't have no electricity anyway, let me let this bonehead conversation go on. Maybe you guys are entertained by this, but some of this stuff is just too stupid. I'm sorry. It's just too stupid. And it bothers me that it doesn't bother me because you know what? It's the internet. This is what it's all about. So I guess this is entertainment. So let's let this buffoonery continue. Buffoon talk. That should be the name of this conversation. Buffoon talk.
You trying to talk about regular
stable. You're talking about no. Let her talk.
Are you talking about what a normal people jobs? Like, no.
But Jazz, like a plumber is not a normal job.
A normal man could become a plumber.
Yo, you know what they're making, Jazz?
Plumb for a long time is crazy. Plumb for a long time is crazy. No. I don't want nobody plumbing for a long time.
Yeah, plumbers are making more money than doctors.
But if he got houses and stuff, then he's the entrepreneur. Like he's something other than a plumber. Like it's just like for me,
she's saying if you work for a company and you're just a plumber.
I'm not into people that have worker mentalities because I feel like I know people like that, and I could tell you like, go get me water. You're gonna go get me water. Go get me because you're so used to like listen. But if you own your own company,
bullshit.
Again, this is how you can this is how you can tell people that have no idea what they're talking about. If you own your own company, everybody goes to this owning your own company, owning your own business as if that's something easy to do. That's really not easy to do. And let me explain something to you guys, okay? Professional athletes or employees too, they're just well-paid employees, okay? They go and they play basketball for a salary for a team that cuts their check. What are these people talking about? And they talking about people with a regular job. Well, hate to break this to you, but everybody's regular. Even professional athletes, they're just doing something extraordinary, but they're still regular people at the end of the day. They still have the same bodily functions as each and every one of us has. But you want to disrespect people who, I guess, didn't play in a professional sport. And I'm sorry, but none of the three people here do anything in a professional sport. I don't see her playing a professional sport. She's not a pro tennis player or a pro basketball player. And none of these guys are professional athletes. What are we talking about? At what point does the stupidity get eradicated, right? When does that stop? At what point do we have conversations that actually make sense? And this is why the dating scene is in the condition that it's in, because some women look up to this lady as some type of a hero, as if she's speaking facts and making a lot of sense. You can jump in the comments and be like, and see people saying things like, yeah, she's right. Yeah, she's right. But these are the same people that's crying themselves to sleep every night, asking, why can't they find a man that'll love? Why I can't find no man that'll love me? Because you're listening to that buffoonery like this. This lady don't even believe what she's talking about. And what you'll find if you look into their history, everything that they're saying, they do the complete opposite.
No, not that. Not to me. No, wait. Not that I'm gonna tell you get water and you're gonna get it. I'm saying like as a man, I'm thinking like
that's how you're working for somebody. You got a boss.
Like if you a worker, I just feel like you a little bit of a dojo.
A surgeon that works at a hospital. You know what I mean? If he's a world-class surgeon, but he works at a hospital, that's a worker.
That's different. He works at a corporate. He don't work for one specific person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't.
He works for him. Bro. What you about?
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think this young lady's elevator is not going all the way to the top. Unfortunately, she can't even completely make an argument here. She does, again, like I said, she doesn't know what she's saying. This is the typical internet talking points that people want to do to belittle people that actually get up and go to work for a living. And make no mistake about it, professional athletes get up and go to work for a living. See, people get it all mixed up when they see people who play in the NBA, the NFL, MMA fighters, boxers. You only see those people when they're actually performing their duty, meaning you see a professional basketball player when he's playing in a game. You see an MMA fighter when they're in the octagon fighting someone. You see a professional boxer when they're in the ring fighting, right? But there's a lot that leads up to getting to that point, and we can go on and so forth with every sport. But leading up to that, there's a lot of reps that these people have to do in the gym when there are no lights and nobody is watching. There's a lot of practice. There's a lot of discipline. There's a lot of dieting. There's a lot of abstaining. There's a lot of stuff that goes into them being prepared for that event that's going to take place that these people completely negate. And they think that, well, if you become a professional athlete, your life is easy. No, your life is very difficult as a professional athlete. Just like life is difficult for people who get up and go to work every day. It's a routine. It's a grind. It's very, very mundane, irregardless to what your profession is. It's just professional athletes make more money than people because they can do something that a lot of people can't do. So they're getting paid because they can do things that other people can't do in an entertainment industry. Because sports and all of those things are still entertainment. So they're paid for that. They're paid for that. But that doesn't take away from the grind that it takes to be successful at that, just like the grind that it takes to be successful at everything. But when you have these conversations and you allow young ladies who may not have the guidance that look up to someone like this, I just think that is very dangerous, and it spits a lot of venom out that it's just a bunch of untruths. And you have a bunch of women that's running around here selling themselves versus trying to find actual relationships with people that they can be compatible with and grow old with. But that's my take on it. That's just how I feel, and I'm not going to go any further because I could go another 45 minutes talking about this type of nonsense and the effect that it's having on society. And that's the reason why I say in every video, I'm in an alternate reality. I'm in a different timeline because the timeline I came from, stuff like this wasn't acceptable and it was checked at the door. Now, I know some of you guys are going to be like, oh no, they had people like that. You're right. But there was also a balance where someone else would check this lady right on the spot. But anyway, look at this here. Y'all got me going further than I even much wanted to go. I'm stopping. You guys get on your keyboards, jump in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Out.